Okay, guys, this is it. This is the day we talk about putting all of it together to be more confident now, because that's what we're working on, right? Okay, so this, everything that we've been going over, I just wanted to say, is part of the 9-step process that I outlined in my book on how to punch failure in the face. So if this is something you want to know more about, you can definitely go get it on Amazon.com. But we talked about this phase is really what we're doing in this course. We're doing this phase. And I included the action plan part because I want you to implement this, right? It's not enough knowing and having enlightenment and understanding what your strengths are and understanding what motivates you if you don't do anything with it. So today, when we're putting it together, we're going to pull from part of my How to Punch Failure in the Face course on the action plan piece, okay? So the first part, when we're talking about creating an action plan, you have to set expectations for yourself, okay? It's easy to allow other people to define what you do if you're not clear on what you expect from yourself or what you will accept from yourself. We talked about this in previous videos about not believing what other people say that you're capable of, and that's where this really comes in. Set the expectation for you based on what you want to achieve and what you know to be true, right? So as a martial artist, I started my martial arts journey when I was in my mid-30s. Yes, I know, I'm 29 forever. Don't try and do the math. It's very complicated. But when I was in my mid-30s is when I started training. And I would hate, and I still hate, when people say, oh, that was good for someone your age. Made me just want to hit them, right? Because it's not about for age. Because I can do what I set my mind to do. And that's what setting the expectation is. That you have to say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the best that I can do it, and I'm going to make them wish they were me. That's how I approach that. And that's what I want you to do when you're setting these expectations for yourself with these. The other thing I really want to pull out and make sure that you understand, and this is something I learned from Tony Robbins a long time ago, and he's got a talk, and I don't know if it's on YouTube, but if you can find it, I definitely recommend that you go listen to it, that you've got to understand the difference between good, great, outstanding, and exceptional. Because this is where people get stuck. Like, if you're good, your results are usually poor. If you're just good, your results are poor, right? If you're great, your outcomes or your results are just good, right? Satisfied, making things, doing things the way that you want, acceptable. It's acceptable. When you go to outstanding, that's when you start seeing some next level results. So let's put this in terms of pop culture, and let's put this in terms of like an A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list stars, right? As a D-list star, you're good, people don't know you, but you're making decent money. As a C-list star, you're making decent money, people are starting to know you. As a B-list star, right, you're above the fray, you have a following, you're making good money, people know your name, they might recognize you in public, okay? But to be exceptional, think of Michael Jackson, think of Janet Jackson, think of Michael Jordan, Shania Twain, my favorite, James Wooden as a coach, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, with exceptional, right? John Maxwell, Stephen Covey, like anyone that you think is exceptional. And exceptional is people know their names. You cannot really find someone who does not know who they are, right? So that's the difference in what it looks like. But the one thing that Tony Robbins talk about raising your standards really brings out is the difference between outstanding and exceptional is usually this much more effort, this much more persistence, just this much more knowledge. But when you get to exceptional, that's where all of the rewards are. fame, money, being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, having the impact that you want. Being exceptional is where you get all the juice. And it's where most people don't go, because along this path to success is where they get satisfied, nothing wrong with it, stop, let other people's opinions stop them from obtaining that exceptionalism. Now, that's why our statement is be exceptional, be amazing, be you. If you own your gifts and you own your strengths and you own what you know in your heart you're supposed to do, be that and you will be exceptional. But you can't do it just by saying, I am exceptional. You have to have an actual plan, okay? You have to have an actual plan. So you've got to create it. And it must be written down, right? You have to write it down, and you have to have a written plan for each goal. So you can say, yes, I'm going to do this thing. But then you have to back down and go from, this is the thing I'm going to get, and go backwards from where you are to where you want to be, and list the things that have to happen to get there. Okay? You have to write them down. There's a connection between your brain when you write it down, your conscious and your subconscious mind. There's a link that happens when you write it down. So writing it down is not negotiable. It doesn't have to be on paper or pen. It could be on your phone, it could be on your iPad, but it has to be written down. And it has to be somewhere where you can see it. Okay? Then you also have to have benchmarks. So when you achieve that very next rung, or you can think of it as rungs on a ladder. When I first heard this concept, it was from a mentor of mine in BNI, Art Radke, and he was a sailor, so he talked about waypoints, right? You have to have those spots along your path that let you know you're going in the right direction. But the place most people miss the opportunity with this is to have a reward for yourself. So when you write down, when I wrote down, I'm going to write a book, right? That's from idea to book. There's a lot of steps in between. So you have to reward yourself when you accomplish those check marks to keep yourself moving forward. And it's best if when you lay down the plan, you say, when I achieve this step, I'm going to do this. When I achieve this step, I'm going to do this. When I achieve this, this is my reward. Reward yourself. Give yourself something to look forward to. For me, and it can be small and it can be big. Sometimes my weekly reward to myself for getting things complete is allowing myself to read whatever I want to read all day Sunday. I don't work. I don't leave. I don't do anything that I don't want to do on Sunday, but I love to read. I love to read. So that is one of the ways that I reward myself regularly. But then some of the other ways that I reward myself is I buy myself things that when I first look at them, I think, oh, that's too expensive. But if I set a goal, and that's how I got my Kindle Oasis, and that's how I got my Remarkable and my iPad. So things like that, like big things, I set a goal for myself, and when I achieve it, I say, good job, girl. You go, girl. You did it. And I go get it. All right? So the rewards can be reading. They can be letting yourself have the dessert you want. They could be getting a massage. They could be going out to dinner with your friends. They could be having whatever is a reward to you. This is your life. You creating it. You get to do what you want to do and make it fun and make it something that every time you think about it, like for me, every time I pick up my Kindle or every time I use my iPad or I use my Remarkable, it reminds me that I can do what I set my mind to do. So you work it in so that you get to relive that all the time. Okay? Now, the next step, be flexible. Right? There's a song I like by I think it was called The Young Radicals. Just bend, don't break, right? Don't be so rigid in your plan that you're not flexible when opportunities come to you. So don't get attached to the plan, get attached to the outcome. And while you're taking action towards this thing, that you're achieving, this thing that you want to implement, this way of being that you want to become, be open to making an adjustment, right? Don't get so stuck on this is the plan I have to do that you miss that opportunity. And sometimes it gets you there faster, or sometimes it's a necessary detour to teach you something that you need to know to be and do that thing that you want. So that leads us to the last thing. When we're working on putting it all together, expect to have obstacles. They're gonna happen. Family's gonna come up, kids are gonna come up, work's gonna come up, things that you think were gonna go this way, go that way, or people that you thought were gonna help end up not helping. It's not necessarily bad, just like the being flexible. It's not necessarily bad. So look for the good in whatever shows up and then make changes. We talked about this earlier about asking better questions. Not why did this happen? Why does this always happen to me? I'm always this or I'm always that. How can I make this work for me? What is good about where I am right now? What is good about what did I learn? How can I use this to get me there faster? How can I use this? Or who do I know? Who can I ask for help? Like, start asking those things. So obstacles are going to show up. Don't expect anything to be flawless. I love Pitbull. Love Pitbull. Pitbull is hard working. But people see his success and think once you get to success, once you get a level of success, you don't have to work hard. And it's just imagery, right? I would love for successful people to share more of the struggle so that you and I know there's always a struggle. When you're trying to do anything and create anything or be anything in the world, you're going to encounter these obstacles. It's what you do when you encounter the obstacle that makes all the difference, right? So when we're talking about putting it all together, go back to this. Go back to how you're using your strengths, what you want to do. And it doesn't always have to be big. It just has to be big for you. It has to be important to you. And it has to be doing and being something that you feel good about doing and being, right? We feel bad when we start trying to do things in a way that doesn't feel authentic to who we are. When we do things in a way that doesn't feel good when we do it. And I struggled with that a long time as a martial artist, thinking that I was bad if I did things in my martial arts school that were natural to me. And natural to me is being a mom. Natural to me is being someone. I'm going to wipe the nose. I'm going to embrace you, and when you come into my world, then I feel like you're mine. I feel like you're in that reason. You're in my world for a reason, and I'm going to support you in a way that I support my family. That's why it's called family martial arts, because that's how I approach it. And for a long time, I felt bad about that. Like, oh, my male counterparts aren't doing this, or the other instructors don't do that. But when I finally realized that wasn't my weakness, it was my strength. That the other martial arts school owners that are men can't do it the way that I do it, right? They can't relate to the moms like I can relate to. They can't relate to the grandparents like I can, because I am those things. I have been in their shoes. I understand their struggle, right? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to be exceptional, be amazing, being you. We all need, I said in the book, I want to live in the world where everyone is being who they were meant to be. I want to live in that world. I want to live in that world where we allow everyone to be their amazing selves. And I hope you help me create that. Now, I included at the end of this because I know that it's been a lot. And so you've got a lot to munch over. You've got a lot to work on, and you've got a lot that you can do. But I know you're going to do it. And when you do, I wanted you to have the tool for the next thing. So I included learning how to think and aim big, so that when you're ready, if it is your now, you've got it. I wanted you to have this guide to help you start thinking bigger, to start seeing yourself bigger, to start seeing what you can achieve bigger, and use it when you're ready. It's not a necessary requirement, but I wanted you to have it. All right. So that's it. That is the how to be more confident now. Okay. Now, I want to make sure that you understand this is you have everything that you need. And my question to you is this: do you really want to be clear on who you are, what you want, and have the confidence to get it? Right? I want you to really answer that question. I told you I've been able to help a lot of people, and I just wanted to share with you some of the people that I've been able to help. And I have the pleasure of helping so many people, but I pulled 3, all from different backgrounds, to just give you an example. And Miss Trina Agee is one of my martial arts students, and she walked into my martial arts school when we had a bunch of little kids coming around, and I thought she was going to walk right back out, and she'll tell you she almost did. But here we are 5 years later, and we have been able to help her achieve some goals that she wanted, but she didn't put the plan together to do it. So she will tell you that not only has she achieved her black belt, but she also achieved the financial goals she set out. She also retired. She also just graduated with her degree that she had been wanting to get, with her master's degree, and she set a new goal to go back for her PhD, all while assisting me in my mission to change the world with confidence. And Trina started this journey with us when she was 60, and is my partner in crime when it comes to being the solution for building better kids, right? So that's what we were able to create with Miss Trina Agee. She has been on this journey with me as part of my leadership and my instructor training program. And now that we have pulled it out of the karate school and have expanded it into our team building events and our self-defense seminars, she is right beside me, letting me stretch her as we stretch into new places. And then there's Kathy. And I'm going to let Kathy talk for me. But Kathy is an accountant, and she is one of my BNI partners. And she took this journey with me on the Ignite Your Inner Spark course. And I'm just going to let you listen to what Kathy has to say.
I actually kind of had my blinders removed in the way I was thinking about not just business, but other relationships outside of business. So it kind of opened my eyes a lot on building up my lack of fear. Like I don't have that fear anymore. So I got bold, and I was not fearful at all to ask one of my clients a couple of questions about my business. And I was really surprised at the answers that I got, because I didn't think that they looked at it that way.
Wow,
and they actually do.
Good. Yay, Kathy.
Yay, Kathy. Yay, Kathy. And that was as Kathy took our Ignite Your Inner Spark course, and really us being able to help her see herself bigger, because she is amazing, and she's invested in herself, in her mind, and in her skills, and yet she wouldn't demand, or she felt like telling people about those skills was bragging. And I told her it isn't. It's educating. It's educating us on your awesomeness. So that's what we got to do for Kathy. And then, although mainly, I work with women because I am a woman, but we also got to help Joe. And Joe and his mother and his sister did the course with me together, and I'll let you hear what he has to say.
Well, purpose, if you want to, you fill in the blank, if you want to just be more intentional about what you're doing.
Live an excellent standard, life. Yeah.
Definitely a life-changing course.
I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't.
guy that teaches Chinese medicine. He says a lot of people go through life and they're asleep and they never sing their song. They'll die with their song still inside. You'll teach them how to stop that and be singing that song. So that's
loud and proud. I like it. I like it. So, but yeah. So that's what we got to do for Joe and his mom and his sister in their venture with their new business, and really kind of help them own their why and their purpose behind what they stepped into. And those are just some of the ways that we can help. And so you might be wondering, how can I find the skills, knowledge, and ability within to be confident? And you already have them. And you've got everything you need with this course. You just have to put in the work, use the workbooks, put it in the time. So you have the slow way, and you can do this through trial and error, and you can invest the time that you spent while you're working through this and trying to figure it out. And you're here, and you can get results. But with your permission, I'd like to show you how you can do this in 4 weeks. Within just 30 days, set yourself on a completely different trajectory. Set yourself on a different way of being in your world, right? And that is with the course that we talked about. It's the Ignite Your Inner Spark, to identify what makes you great and learn how to use it. That's what it's for. It's just to light you up. It's to get you excited about being you, and to get you excited about being you with the people that you love. But I have to tell you that this is not for someone, if you want to make excuses or you want to blame other people. This course, it's not for you, because I am going to push you, and I am going to do what I say. I'm going to be intentional, and I'm going to set expectations, and I'm going to hold you accountable for what you tell me that you want. So if those aren't the things that you're looking for, then you're done. Go for it. You've got what you need. But if you do want some of that support, and you do want to identify what makes you great, and you want to learn how to use it and implement it and start getting some momentum, then I want you to walk with me and take a look at the course, okay? Because the course is set out for 4 weeks, and this is the way that it's set up. You've covered some of the ground here, but we go more in depth, and we're going to be working the phase. We're working right here in this phase. We're going to start by helping you believe it, whatever you choose is possible, right? You're going to identify your natural strengths. We're going to help you see where you're already successful. We're going to help you remove the limits that you put in place and help you dream bigger, right? And we're going to help you see that it is happening. You can do it. And then we're going to help you create the vision of who you can become, right? I'm going to help you see yourself more clearly. I'm going to help you support you and help you take action and guide you and give you ideas on how you can take action. And I'm going to show you how you're already winning. You're just not giving yourself credit. And I'm going to help you be accountable to yourself. I'm going to help you hold yourself accountable and help you make you a priority. And then we're going to talk about how your attitude is a choice. And you're going to know what has stopped you in the past. And we're going to help you create a plan to overcome it. We're going to help you create a plan to get out of it. And then we're going to help you know what motivates you. Your factors, your things that get you excited, your things that make you want to take those chances and take those risks, like Kathy, and like get through that fear and do it, and then just be surprised with the results. And you're going to know what has stopped you in the past, and we're going to teach you how to catch yourself from falling back into that rut. But when you finish this course, I can guarantee that you will be confident in who you are. You'll be clear on exactly what you want to do, and you're going to know what motivates you so that you can put those rewards in place to get it. And you're going to set your goals based on what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. However that is, it's going to be your customized plan for doing you. right? Plus, with this, you're going to get my personalized help. You're going to get live coaching. You're going to get access to all of the resources from my book. You're going to get email support. We have a private Facebook group to chat with other people. And then I'm even going to, I know where I struggled. And so we also have like how to watch how you talk to yourself, how to develop the positive attitude that you need, how to catch yourself being negative to yourself about yourself, and how to change it, and how to start talking positively about yourself so that you can start speaking to the person that you are, that you want to become, and help creating that, okay? And then the course, right? The 7 strategies to making smarter, faster decisions is part of my decision-making formula course. And it just walks you through being a decision maker, making them faster, making them smarter, understanding what stops you from making decisions, understanding how to be an action taker and decision maker. And that's a $200 value. And that's a course that you'll get access to for doing this, right? If you could be that confident person that you know that you want to be, if you could be the confident person that you used to be, if you know in 30 days, 4 weeks, that you could be doing life in a completely different way, what would that look like for you? What about a year from now? What could you create if you walked into your world that way? What is it worth? That's my question to you. I'm here to support you any way I can. Free. We've got our YouTube channel. We've got the Facebook page. We have the podcast. Anyway, I'm here for you. But if you really want to get in there and you want to do it and you want to do it, what is it worth to you to become that person? So look, you get everything that we talked about, and it's not going to be for $9.97. It's not going to be for $6.97. Okay. You can get this. You can do 3 payments of $199, or you can save $100 and do a one-time payment of $397. So you can invest in yourself to get that, to become that, right? Now, I want to motivate you and inspire you to pull the trigger, to take action, to commit to yourself that you will do this for yourself. And I know I'm putting extra pressure on you. I know that I am. Right? Because I'm a coach. And I know that if you're listening to this and you've been to this course and you've done the workbooks, that you want something different. I know that my program changes lives. I know that my program will give you a completely different outlook. So yes, I want to put as much pressure on you to take action and enroll in my next course. So, this is it. This is the end of our journey. If you would like to become, if you want to ignite that spark, if you want to have somebody help you get fired up and excited, then go to bit.ly/defeat self-doubt, register for my next 4-week course. Make this investment in yourself, invest your time, get around people who want the same thing, who build each other up and don't tear each other down. People who are going to help support you and not judge you, then go to this link. Look, you get, I guarantee, if you do what I ask, if you show up and you do what I ask, that you will get results. That if you don't, I'll give you your money back. It's not about your money. It's about creating a world where everyone is living their purpose. For me, it's about creating a community where everyone is living their purpose and being the best version of themselves. That's what it's about. So if you don't, you can have your money back. I'll totally give it back to you. But I want you to imagine. I want you to completely imagine how different your life will be when you do this. When you are that, when you're creating and changing and doing what you want to do, not what I want to do, what you're living your dream. When you're being confident at work, confident in your family, confident in your abilities, confident in your skills, imagine what that's going to be like. So go to bit.ly and defeat self-doubt and register for the next class. Okay? I want you to bust through your fears. I want you to know what you want and be fearless in asking for it. I want you to bust through your fears. I want you to know what you want and be fearless in asking for it. I want to have you share with me what you have done. I want you to share with me, like, when you've done these things, what you've accomplished. These are the things that I want for you. And I want to be part of that team. I want to be part of your journey to create it. I hope that I am. I hope that you do this. I hope I get to meet you. And I hope I get to be on your journey. So, bit.ly/defeat self-doubt. Look, if you have more questions, if you have more concerns, call us, right? Call us. You can set an appointment with me, get 15 minutes of my time, an hour of my time. I will take the time to talk to you. I really want to do this. All right. We take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. You go to that site, register. You'll get everything you need. You have everything you need right now. The one thought that I want to leave you, this is no more, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to beg. It's just, I want you to remember to go be exceptional, be amazing, be you. Be the you the world deserves to meet. I'm excited for you. Go be more confident now. I can't wait to meet you.